Hello, friend. David Roy Newby here, author of Beyond Billions and founder of the Solomon Wisdom Society, the most exclusive fraternity in the world for billionaires. I am excited today to share another Trillionaire Tip Thursday with you, where you receive golden nuggets of wisdom to massively improve your life based on King Solomon's trillionaire teachings. Now, you may know King Solomon as a Jewish king who wrote the book of Proverbs. What you may not know is that he built several business ventures, and today's money was worth $4 trillion. He had over $2 trillion in physical gold holdings alone. That's a lot of carrying around money. So today's trillionaire tip comes from Proverbs 21:24, which states, "Show me a conceited person, and I will show you someone who is arrogant, proud, and inconsiderate." Now, in some translations, that person is called a mocker. So I want to ask you, what are you looking for when you share something with another person? If you're sharing a dream or something that you want to do that's great, you'll often get doubt, hate, or insults. So let me ask you a question. How should you respond when someone mocks or doubts your dreams? I remember several years ago when my vision expanded for myself, what I was capable of doing. I actually shared with someone that had often encouraged me that I had a vision to grow my business to $20 million a year. And they responded very negatively. Actually, they told me, like, so don't be prideful and don't be cocky. And I wasn't being prideful or cocky. I was just sharing with them my vision. And when they responded that way, I actually received that as a personal rejection. Now, the reason why was I never received affirmation from my birth father or my stepfather. And I was looking for that affirmation from others. And oftentimes I was looking for affirmation through business achievement. And so I encourage you to learn from my experience and ask yourself, what are you looking for when you ask for input? Now, most people are looking for affirmation or encouragement or input when they share things with other people. And I encourage you to be very discerning in who you share your dreams with. I actually talk about that in the bonus chapter. This one has a little chair on it here of my latest book, Beyond Billions, how to find the best mentors, the best advisors, and the best team members to mastermind and get input from regularly. So if you're looking for affirmation, I want to encourage you, learn from my mistakes. Look for affirmation from qualified authorities. That could be your dad or an uncle, a parent. It could be a mentor of yours. I think ultimately the ultimate place to get affirmation from is God. And by the way, that's why I no longer need affirmation from other people. When I talk to billionaires now, I just focus on serving them, and I don't care about whether they like me or not, because I have all the affirmation I need, and I'm at peace in my heart because of my relationship with God, and I feel very content in who I am. So look for affirmation from people who are qualified to affirm you, and look for input from other people. So I want to encourage you, when you look for input, ask a few important questions to make sure that you're not talking to a mocker and you're asking the best person for input. Number one, you want to ask yourself, what input do I want? Be very clear on what input you want. Number two, ask yourself, are they qualified to give the input? And then number three, who's the wisest person I know to get this input from? If you ask yourself those three questions and then do a little brainstorming on who you know, you can be really clear on who the best person is in your network to go to and ask for input. And then number two, you can be very clear on your outcome. Like, you could tell that person, hey, I'm just looking for your feedback on this idea. Or you're just saying, hey, I feel like my strategy is good. I've already got input from a lot of advisors. I'm maybe having a little bit of doubt and I just want some encouragement. So be really clear on the outcome that you want and if the person's qualified. You do those things, you won't be proverbially casting your pearls before swine, as the statement goes. So last but not least, I want to encourage you, over time, you will outgrow certain advisors. That person was a good advisor to me, a good encourager, and then when my vision got to a certain size, I outgrew that person. Looking back, I have compassion on that person, and I don't take it negatively as as a personal rejection any longer, like I did when I initially told him my vision. So if you share a vision, a big vision with people, and they shoot it down, or they're negative, or as our modern hip hop people would say, they're haters, it's like, embrace your haters. Don't let it discourage you and stop you. Now, if you get the same input from several people about, hey, this is something I'm seeing, you should pay attention to that. Wisdom is found in a multitude of counselors. So encouraging you as you outgrow certain mentors and certain advisors, always be looking to upgrade your network. And as you outgrow some advisors, the new ones will be able to take their place. And I want to encourage you, sometimes people close to you, you'll just realize you've outgrown them, and let yourself feel that emotional pain and that disappointment, that loss. But you got to think of it like something in your hand. If I have something in my hand and you try to give me something, what do I have to do to hold the thing that you give me? I have to lay down the thing that was in my hand. So now you can put something new in my hand. So when you outgrow certain mentors, certain advisors, just thank God for the time you had with them. Maybe even get input from them on smaller level strategy. But you need to let go of them in that role in order for a new person to come in and take that role. So it doesn't mean you get mad at them and yell at them and say, screw you, I'm never talking to you again. It means you graciously stop going to them and then look for new people to take their place. You do that, those things, you're clear about your intention and what input you want and who's the best person to go to, you will always be able to get wise counsel from people around you. So last but not least, when you run across people who are prideful or arrogant, just have as little interaction with them as possible. Someone I just interacted with the other week, they're a multi-millionaire. I wouldn't be surprised if they're worth 30 or 40 or $50 million. I shared a certain business strategy with them, and they were very mocking. And that was okay. In the past, I would have been hurt by that, but now I'm just like, okay, this person is just not a person to talk to about things at a certain level because their thinking is just not there. So I encourage you, when someone mocks you, don't let it kill your dream. Keep going. And I hope that this Trillionaire Tip Thursday input has been very helpful for you. Let me know your biggest takeaway or takeaways from this. If you haven't already, I would encourage you to invest in my book, Beyond Billions. You can see the links to the Kindle, the Audible, all versions, hardcover, at davidroynewby.com. That's my full name.com. All the links are there. And I encourage you to go forth and make a great, amazing impact on the world and leave a very purposeful, lasting legacy. Shalom. Bye for now.